like 5 a.m. early?
No.
Okay, got you beat.
So that season 3 trailer looks pretty amazing. Was that the first time you saw the trailer?
No, I had seen some sneak peeks along the way as they were putting it together. Yeah.
How do you think the tone compares to the previous 2 seasons? Is it going to get darker, rougher? What's it going to do?
Definitely darker. I think the show thrives being dark, and there's so much to explore, going darker and darker, not just as the show in general, when we kind of delve more into all the different kinds of vampires, which you see a lot more this year. We introduced some new kinds of vampires, and my character especially gets to interact more with the vampires than with the humans, which was very interesting. And for my character in particular, things get dark. Which you can see in the sneak peek from, that scene with the Scarlet character, that she starts really struggling with some transformation inside with the bloodlust and stuff.
Did you know all along that this was going to be in-game, that you were going to have that transformation?
No, I mean, I wondered. I thought, where can they take my character? And I think everybody fears being a vampire at some point. Like, season 1, it was like, no one wants to go through all that makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But then when everybody who's actually done it then says, it was so worth it and amazing to be able to play that kind of a character. So I always wondered, how much I would start to dabble in, where they would take me with that or not. So this season explores that.
So touch into a darker side of her, maybe?
Definitely.
Than even before?
Yeah.
Not that she was a light character.
No, and she's written pretty dark, that being said, I always try to bring the humanity to her, because it is a very dark show. It's a genre show. She's written so dark, but I always want it to seem real. Do you know? Feel me? Know what I'm saying? Okay.
You're in a lucky position because you have a show that's on a cable network, but it's also streaming on Netflix.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a curse because then you have these people who only binge watch it, and then you're waiting in the sense of making sure that I work in television, you want people to watch it live, and so now you're trying to garner this new audience of people we're spending more money. These fight scenes are a lot more intense. So for those people who haven't been hit just yet, what do you want them to know? What do you want us to share about the show? Say, hey, listen, binge watch season 1 through 2, and then when season 3 hits, watch it live every week.
Yeah, I think that's a real tough one in this day and age with the binging and the watching live. If it's there and people are going to binge, I really think that's just the truth of it. Some people wait, even if they could watch it live week by week. They're like, why would I want to do that to myself? I'm going to wait for it's done where I can binge it. I mean, it's a really interesting culture that we're in right now with the ability to binge and not. But I personally like having the week. I think it's really good for people to practice patience. I'm not going to say much about that. But the reason I do like it is it gives people time to absorb what happened. So many times I've watched Handmaid's Tale on Hulu, for example, and I can't binge it, but that whole week that I'm waiting in anticipation for it, I'm thinking about it, and it's kind of a lost art, I think. So, did I answer your question? Is that kind of what you were asking?
Yes, and then I was wondering what you want us, as those who are telling people, okay, yes, we love the show and these are things, but what do you want us to say? Hey, this is the reason why you should be watching week to week.
Yeah, without spoiling.
Yeah.
as opposed to binging.
Yes.
Or just watching this in general, because I think people like we have our opinions about the show, but
Right.
you as the person who's like creating the show,
Right.
you know, what do you want us to share with the audience to say, hey, this is like why you should be tuning in? Or maybe
Oh, got it. Like what? Okay, I think I understand. Sorry if I took that in a different direction. I think we're doing some really cool stuff for the genre that hasn't been done before. That's worth tuning in and watching. There's a lot, I think, of content out there right now of strong female-led shows. This one, in particular, I think deals with some. I think it's different and interesting because it deals with a lot of pain and loss and grief and darkness. And the character, my character, the main heroine, is really flawed. I don't know. So I just think it's a cool, kick-ass show. And if you like seeing women kick ass and you like the genre, then it's the show for you.
What's Vanessa like now that she's going to be reunited with everybody from being held captive a little bit?
Is she reunited with everybody?
I mean,
Is that what you've been told, or is that what you gathered from what you saw?
just from what I gathered.
Okay.
So,
Well, she's not reunited with everybody.
okay.
So I'll say that. I would love for her to be reunited with everybody. I'm like, can't we go back to the hospital? I loved the hospital, right? No, but the show's going in some really cool directions. What's it going to be like when she's reunited with Scarlett? That relationship takes some really interesting turns. It's trying to figure out how. I'm trying not to give away spoilers, but we do end up together again for a while, and we have to really face kind of our past together. I can't give away spoilers. Sorry, this is so hard.
We
It's a
missed
tough
you
one.
last year.
Thank you.
Obviously, you're
Thank you.
pregnant.
Yeah.
You shot some scenes. How was it?
I shot a lot of scenes.
Was it majority of the season? Or
Oh yeah.
what?
When we started shooting, I was 5 months pregnant, and I shot through 5, 6, and 7, and it was amazing. I've been physically fit my whole life, and so when you become pregnant, you don't have to stop doing what you normally do. So I was able to continue to box, safely and work out, and so I was able to still do a lot of the action and the fights. I obviously had to use stunt double for some stuff, and they had to get creative with my wardrobe and how they shot, but no, I felt actually really empowered. As being the star of a strong female empowered show and being pregnant. I almost wish they would have written it in. I tried so hard. I'm like, write it in, it's perfect. This will be so badass. And have me with like guns and
Well, who would you want
awesome.
your father to be then?
It could have been, who knows? Did they impregnate her at the end of the season? Is it this next savior,
next
or
meal
is it
over
the
here.
destroyer? Do we protect it? Do we kill it? What do we do? Right? But yeah. So I was pregnant, but I did do a lot, and it was an amazing experience working pregnant. Yeah. Challenging, no doubt. Like as someone mentioned about how nasty we get, and there's so much mud. Season 2, a ton of rain, cold.
More
But-
blood, too.
But all that stuff, it just works, like you're in hard circumstances as the actors, as the characters, I mean. So it's like, it just works. And then with the death of Dylan, in season 2, and like I mentioned in the panel, being pregnant too was, that's when I had that big scream. I don't know if you guys remember. If you don't watch, that's okay. Okay. That big, grief scream when she died. I was pregnant during that. And, it was amazing. It brought, being pregnant just really enriched everything for me. And, so I recommend it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.